Hey, guys, I don't know how to start this video. I've got a drugstore haul to share with you guys. I was out of shampoo and conditioner, makeup cleansing balm, and a couple of other things, heat protectant spray. And so I was on the market and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get these all from, I ended up getting them at Walgreens and getting them like delivered. But I'd also planned to do just trying on new drugstore makeup because I just got some from Ulta. So this is a mishmash of a whole bunch of affordable products that I just recently bought, and I'm excited to show them to you. So I'm gonna share all of the other beauty items first, just a little haul, and then we'll try on the new makeup together in the latter half of the video. So got my handy dandy Walgreens bag. They delivered it, which was amazing. They do like the 1 hour delivery like CVS does, and I absolutely love that. And this got here so quickly. I'm so excited about some of these. Oh, I was out of moisturizer too. I was flying through this, and shaving oil. We've got a lot, and I'm trying some new stuff. We're getting some fresh new products in the lineup. By the way, the makeup you're seeing, you'll see me putting on, so you'll get to, if you're curious about anything, I will link it below, but I'll talk about it in a minute, including this lippy, which I'm really into. First up, okay, Abby Young here on YouTube is like a hair care guru, right? And she recommends so highly the Pantene Volume Shampoo, especially if you have thinner hair, which I do have thinner hair, especially like as it's getting oilier and oilier. But she also talked about if you feel like your hair is getting really oily in between washes, that you would love this. So I'm absolutely trusting her. And this, you know, it's like under $5. Smells so good. I've been loving the Garnier Grow Strong as well, and that one also smells amazing. So I'm excited. I just ran out of my Garnier, so this is what we're gonna try next. It said it smells like creamy berries. That's what it said, like on the little online thing. So it's color safe if you're curious. I wish you guys could smell it, but I figured I would get the matching conditioner. I'm one of those people, like, do you ever feel like you have to get the set? And I know you could get the shampoo and I could get a totally different conditioner, but I like the set. Like, it just feels wrong if I'm not. So this is the Pantene Volume and Body conditioner. It should have the same scent, but it gives 72-hour, oh yeah, fullness. And yeah, I'm just excited. I hope I love it as much as it seems that a lot of people do. And I feel like I am in desperate need of a little more volume. And like today was actually a decent hair day, but generally I feel like my hair is really lacking in volume lately, but also it gets oily so fast. It gets oily so fast. So I will report back and let you know. And if you're not, by the way, following me on Instagram, it's Jessica Braun over on Instagram and TikTok, everywhere. And that is probably a place like on my Instagram stories that I'll update you on these kinds of things. So if you're curious. Okay, this was one that was recommended by Taylor Margaret on Instagram. She was singing the praises of this heat protectant spray from OGX. It's their Bond Protein Repair, up to 450-degree heat protect. I was using one from Living Proof that was kind of like a detangler heat protectant all in one. I liked it okay, but I hated the nozzle. It was just a classic nozzle, and it's not cutting it. And honestly, I'm just about out, so it was perfect timing. It says it will repair and protect from heat damage without the weight, and that is what I'm hoping for too. So I wonder if this has a smell. I don't think it's gonna open. I don't wanna like mess up the bottle, but anyway, very excited to give that a try. Did we know that EOS has a shave oil? So this is that same vanilla cashmere scent that I fell in love with in their body lotion. It smells so good. It smells like Vanilla Bean Noel from Bath & Body Works, okay? If you didn't, I can link that lotion. I am still loving it, by the way. This is their shave oil that smells just like it. And I have been a Tree Hut shave oil person for years. I'm still dying for them to make a sensitive skin fragrance-free one. Let's have a race, EOS. Tree Hut versus EOS. The first one of you guys to get out like a fragrance-free sensitive skin shaving oil. It'd be amazing. You're the winner. Anyway, very excited to give this a try, see how I like it, see how it stacks up to the Tree Hut one, because I have been faithful to that one for so long, and I've never gone back to like shaving mousses or shaving gels, whatever, for years. I also got this moisturizer from Aveeno. I already really like this Calm and Restore line. I have the facial cleanser. I've gone through like 2 of those. I have one of them in my shower right now, like when I wash my face in the shower. It's just incredibly gentle, fragrance-free, sensitive skin. Is it fragrance-free? Yeah, I was like, it's gotta be. Sensitive skin safe, but it says it soothes and replenishes skin's moisture barrier. So I feel like this will be so great to use, especially if you're using actives or tretinoin and things like that, to just kind of help balance that out. We will see. It has oats in it, which I love. It also has Centella asiatica, which can be great for soothing the skin. So very excited. Let's see what the bottle looks like. That looks nice. Honestly, let's see what the moisture, no super noticeable smell. Okay, it's definitely more gel-like, which honestly I don't typically go for, but we're just gonna give her a whirl because I tend to really like this line, and we're just gonna see. I wonder if they have like a cream version of this. That'd be cool. All right, and then I also got, okay, this is so tiny. This is so tiny. I was picturing it being like a tub. This is the CeraVe Cleansing Balm. CeraVe is one of my favorite brands. I genuinely thought this would be bigger, so no smell or anything. I'll let you know how effective it is, but I mean, I gotta look at what I actually paid for this, but I was picturing way bigger, so for the price, I don't know. Like, is this meant to be a travel size? Wow, it says scoop a pearl-sized amount. When I use cleansing balms, I'm using probably way too much. Anyway, so either way, I'm excited to try it. I'll let you know, but jeez, that's small. All right, so let's dive into the makeup that I purchased, and we're gonna try it on together and see how it looks. Okay, so we've gone back in time. Let me show you the makeup I got, and we're gonna try it on at the same time. So I've got some sunscreen on. I am dying to try this right here, the Maybelline Superstay. This is their Lumi Matte Foundation. It's supposed to last like 30 hours. I have 110 and 120. Both of these were purchased online, and I'm wrong on both counts. So I'm like, do I just mix them? I think maybe I do, because really what's probably the right shade match was 115, but it is sold out everywhere I've looked online, and I can't find it in person either. So anywho, so we're gonna mix them and see how the formula is. I've heard, actually I will say I haven't heard a lot about this because I've been kind of, I wanted to make up my own mind, I guess. But I love, 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 love the purple, the bottle, everything about that. So let me just, yeah, that's definitely too light. And that's definitely too dark, but that's a lot closer. So do I just send it on the darker one? I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because honestly, it's a lot closer to my skin tone, and I don't even think the light is not gonna add what I want. You know what I mean? Okay. I'm gonna mix it with a little light though, because it's gonna be way too dark. All right, I did like half and half. Let's just try it on one side. It's a little bit thinner of a formula, for sure. It has just kind of a normal foundation-y smell. Every time I wear these earrings, I get, if I'm wearing them while I'm getting ready, I always get makeup on them. Anyway, okay. So this is with that one pretty thin layer, and then without. Definitely has a little coverage. I would say a little more than light, but I would bet we can layer it on. So let us do just that. I don't think it looked bad like that, but I tend to like a little bit more coverage than that. I feel like it's sinking into the skin really easily. It's not like smearing around or doing anything weird. I feel like there's just some foundation formulas that can be really finicky, and this doesn't feel finicky, at least in application. I think I added a little more coverage. Again, I don't think you're gonna get anywhere, your max coverage is gonna be medium on this for sure. It also doesn't look wildly glowy. It really is, Lumi Matte is such an interesting kind of silly term because they're opposites. But I think what they mean is kind of satin. You know what I mean? I feel like finish-wise, this reminds me of the e.l.f. Soft Glam Foundation, which is more of a satin finish, which I feel like can be friendly for a lot of skin tones. That one definitely has a little bit more coverage than this does right off the bat. So if you're looking for more coverage in a drugstore price, I would go for the e.l.f. one so far, but I do think this is pretty. I mean, I don't have any complaints. I'll put some wear notes in the description box about how this wore throughout the day and my thoughts on it after I've tried it maybe a couple more times. So if you're wanting more of an update because you're actually thinking about buying this, I'll put that down below. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't look crazy or weird on the nose, which is the other thing I'm always looking for. So I like it so far. I just need to get the right shade. But I will say I ended up doing half and half this and half this, and it worked. It did work well, but we don't want to have to buy two different shades, right? Oh man, I just realized I forgot to use this. This is the Revlon Color Stay Face and Body Glow Lotion. So it's the shade, if you will, 110 Glow Through It. I should have worn a shirt where you could like see my shoulders. Let me just see what this looks like. I liked the idea that you could put it on your body too. Like I feel like if you're on vacation and you're wearing a tank top or a dress and you want a little glow, oftentimes I'll just use a highlighter or a glowy primer like this in those areas, and I do think it looks really, really pretty. So I feel like that's probably how I will use this. I don't know how much I would use this. A, this is a little dark for my face compared to my skin tone. B, I just, oftentimes if I'm gonna go for a glow, I'm either gonna add a highlighter at the end if I'm doing it, which is rare, or I'm just gonna use a glowy SPF instead of having like 2 steps. But the reason I bought this is because I wanna be able to like bring it on vacation with me, or just in the summer in general, and put it on and maybe even mix this with my body lotion and just see how that looks. So I'll keep you posted, but I'm excited. I feel like I will end up getting a lot of use out of this summer. All right, this same thing. I really couldn't get the shade right. This was just not my time. So this is the new Revlon Glimmer Concealer. So I got a brightening one and they had shades, and then the correcting one. So we're just gonna try the correcting one and see how it looks. It looks a little dark, but oh, actually no, that doesn't look dark at all. It just looked dark in the tube. And just kind of see, hopefully it'll cancel out. I feel like my dark circles under my eyes have been worse than they've ever been. And I'm sure, you know, it's just getting older, etc. But still, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need all the help I can get. So tapping that in, so obviously with and without, definitely corrects a bit. I feel like I don't see as much of the blue there as I do here. What do you guys think? So let's just match it on the other side, but I also want to try the concealer. I don't know that they're even like different formulas. I don't think they are. But I like, honestly, the idea of like getting this a little bit, and if I'm not wearing a bunch of makeup, maybe I'm just wearing like a skin tint or an SPF that's got a little bit of coverage, then I could maybe just grab this and tap it in, and it doesn't look like concealer, because sometimes when you're doing less coverage on your face, but you still have the dark circles you want to cover up, when I go in with one of my normal concealers, it can look like concealer and then no coverage. This might be a perfect product for those kinds of days. So I'm gonna keep trying it that way, see how I feel, especially as we're entering these warmer months slowly but surely. I feel like those kinds of like skin tint, easy breezy makeup days come more often and this will get a lot of use. So I'm excited to play with that, but let's try this. This looks really light. Oh, okay, yeah, that might be way too light. Let's just do a little bit just to kind of brighten. The shade is 125. Oh my, we'll just brighten the area a bit. Definitely a little brightened. I don't think like formula wise as a concealer, this doesn't feel like a formula I would typically gravitate for, but it feels a little bit, how would I describe this? It's not bad, I guess. It's slightly creamy, but I usually like it to be a little bit creamier. But I feel like because the formula isn't quite as like oily and emollient, it's gonna stay in place a little better, especially if I'm just using that corrector shade. So I don't know that I will love and use the brightener as much, but the corrector I think I will, which is surprising because I kind of thought it might be the other way around. Go figure. We are also gonna try the Covergirl Brow Enhancer. So this one I got in medium brown. Always a gamble to guess your brow. I feel like every brow product back in the day used to pull red. And so anytime I would put something in my brows, it would always make them look like a little bit reddish. Now they've nailed it, but that used to be like something I remember always talking about. I will say this spoolie, when I first pulled it out, has a ton of product on it. I don't know how well that's coming across. Okay, but the formula is more like clear, kind of like jelly. So maybe it won't matter. Let's just ride this wave, shall we? Oh, okay, no, see, I still needed to wipe it off. But it's not that like wildly pigmented. Like I'll be able to brush through this, and because it's more translucent, that's really the term I'm looking for. Because it's more translucent, it's gonna be a lot easier to work with. And this is gonna be the time I can't find, there we go, I was gonna say a spoolie. Ooh, kind of gives the undone done look. Okay, it's definitely giving a little bit of hold. So the done brow versus the undone brow, definitely cleaned it up a little bit. I feel like that looks nice. I don't think the color, once you brush it through, is overpowering. I'm just gonna brush off the spoolie a bit this time. Yeah, that's the move. Because then I don't even feel like I have to use a separate spoolie. So kind of like the e.l.f. Wow Brow, but which you guys know I'm obsessed with, been using for years. More of a gel-like consistency and definitely a little more hold than the Wow Brow. Like I don't use the Wow Brow to hold my brows. I don't I don't view them as doing such. I just love the little bit of color they give. So this, okay, this is moving up the ranks already. So I'm excited about this because it's all in one. Ooh, okay, Covergirl. It's not time for this yet, but I mean, it can be time for this anytime I want. This is again from Revlon's new Glimmer line. This is their lip oil in the shade Candy Hearts. Just figured it'd be like a clear one. Oh, it doesn't have a smell. Boy, I just assumed it would. I just want to see how it makes my lips look. Definitely glossy, I mean, duh. Feels good, doesn't feel wildly sticky. I mean, I like it. I feel like clear gloss, like if you've tried one, you've tried a lot of them, you know? But it just caught my eye because I still love lip oils. But we are gonna try one of the Teddy tints here in a minute. Okay, before I do my eyes and stuff, I wanna try the new CoverGirl contour stick. It's their True Blend Skin Enhancer in the shade Defined. Okay, so, it feels, let's just go for it. Okay, I have an idea. It's not as easy to blend once you put it on. It doesn't look bad. It definitely looks really natural. I am gonna do it this way and just get it on the brush so I feel like I have a little more control. I don't know if it's even gonna show up though, you know? Oh no, it's showing up. This lighting is odd. I wanted to use natural lighting, so that's what we've got, which is, I think, the best lighting. But sometimes with certain things like shadows, it's hard to see. And now you can see that kind of grayish tint there, huh? But I feel like it really looks gray, which that's a contour, okay? I'm not complaining, I get it. I know the distinction. So if that's what you're looking for, you know, I'll put in the wear. I'll be curious how this wears. So I'll definitely check the wear notes for this because, you know, if you're gonna kind of take that, I'm putting this where I put bronzer. I guess that's really a contour, I guess would go there. But anyway, okay. So interesting. If you've tried this, let me know your thoughts. Is it a little too gray for you? Again, it truly is a contour stick, so it's gonna have that tone, but I don't remember now, did they have, hold on, and my coffee, I got myself a little iced coffee treat today, and I don't even have it with me. So it looks like they have like a highlight version of this, a blush version of this stick, and then I have the lightest shade, which is definitely more gray. The next one up, Sculpted, definitely looks more warm. But I don't know that I love the formula enough to seek that out. You know what I mean? And I will tell you, I don't think, assuming the formula is similar to this, I would not like the blush formula because I feel like it's just a little bit too almost dry. If you can find a way to apply it that you like, then it'll probably stay in place well. Again, check the wear notes, we'll see. But the application, I like it to be just a little bit more emollient, but that's just me. Okie dokie. So first of all, I'll link the liner. It's my typical liner I'm always wearing, and the Drugstore eyeshadow I'm wearing that I love so much. But next we are going to try the new Revlon mascara. This is their full-time mascara. It says natural looking volume, which caught my eye because I've been enjoying this mascara from Benefit a lot, and it's just grown on me every time I've used it. I've loved it more and more and more, and now it's all I'm reaching for, which is wild because I've been obsessed with the Tower 28 one for literally years. Still am, but the Benefit one is a lot more natural looking, and so I'm like, am I just like slowly getting into that? So I figured I would try this, see if it's kind of a drugstore alternative, or maybe it's better. This is the wand, if you are particular about your wands. Okay, let's just see. So one coat. Wow, definitely looking natural, but not bad, or you know what I mean? Sometimes ones that are claimed to be natural give you like 3 lashes. It just looks crazy. We're gonna see what a second coat could look like though, for those curious if it can volumize more. But it is, I mean, that was a quick natural lash look. I feel like I am the queen of just over applying mascara. I'll just keep going. And I didn't really realize it until recently how much I will just keep brushing through. So I've worked on that. But let's try kind of a second coat. It builds a little bit. It does look nice though, right? I feel like it's holding this curl. Again, I'll put in the wear notes if it smudged or flaked or if it held the curl all day. Why does that look so good? Revlon. I was expecting it to not look quite as, I mean, it definitely still has some volume, don't you guys think? All right, that's cute. Okay, cool. So I'll be enjoying this for the next couple of months. That's exciting. I feel like this foundation's not, I think I want just a little bit more coverage. I'm like seeing spots where I'm like, Like, why have I got like a red spot right there? Also, I'm realizing I still have that contour on my hand. Okay, last up, we're gonna try this. I am so excited. Let me wipe this gloss off. By the way, very comfy. I mean, I think it's making my lips look nice. I just don't know that it's like anything that's better than other stuff out there. So, not bad. This is the Maybelline Teddy Lip Tint. I'm sorry, Superstay Teddy Tint. This is in the shade July Forever. I love this packaging. I just think it's cool. This looked like kind of a bright, yeah, pinky red. And the idea is this kind of gives that almost blurred lip look, which I can either love or hate. And we're about to find out which that is for this. So kind of almost moussey feeling, kind of has a smell. It's not wild. There's definitely some kind of scent there, but it's not offensive, you know, but you just kind of notice it while you're applying it. I don't hate this. It's kind of like a lived in lip look. And I feel like if bright colors on your lips make you nervous, this is such a good gateway into that because it feels really comfortable. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing a bright red lipstick. And I didn't even use lip liner and I don't think it looks bad. This is cool. I might bring this with me on our little spring break trip because I feel like this is kind of that perfect, I would feel comfortable wearing this during the day and in the evening to dinner. Like it's one of those lip looks. So cool. All right. So those were all of the makeup items that I bought. And of course you saw the rest of the haul already. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know by giving it a thumbs up. Comment below, what is a new drugstore launch that you are so in love with, so obsessed with, or maybe if there's one that you are dying to try, whether it was one I mentioned today or maybe one I didn't. I'm kind of curious too. So let us know in a comment below. We'll get the conversation going. I hope you subscribe, stick around, check out some of my other videos before you leave, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, friends.